A former Grady Memorial Hospital nurse tech accused of sexually assaulting a 73-year-old patient appeared in court for a bond hearing. Authorities have charged Chappelle Arnell Lee with assaulting Eva Lay in 2024. A lawsuit states Lay was admitted into the hospital for congestive heart failure. Family attorneys say the attack left Lay traumatized in her final weeks of life. The lawsuit alleges Grady failed to protect vulnerable patients through negligent hiring and security. Today, a Fulton County judge denied Lee's bond, but his lawyer believes he deserves one.
Well, first, he has no record, even though he's 55 years old, other than a small misdemeanor. I don't even think it's a crime there anymore in Illinois over 40 years ago. He's never been in any kind of trouble since. He's worked hard, taken care of his family. This happened almost a year ago, and there's been no indication that he was a threat to anybody during all that time. Yes, these are serious charges, but that alone should not be enough to keep him in jail without any kind of bond.
Lee will be back in court for a preliminary hearing on Monday.
Cartersville police have arrested this man in connection with a child abuse investigation. Police charged Quishon Witherspoon with aggravated battery and first-degree cruelty to children. Police say they received information about the suspected abuse from someone whose job obligates them to report such crimes. So-called mandated reporters can include teachers and counselors, but we don't know that person's specific role in this case. Witherspoon is currently being held in the Bartow County Jail. A former Lithia Springs high school teacher and coach has pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a student. Sheriff investigators began investigating Carrie Hood after a student came forward telling them about the assaults. Deputies say they took place both on and off campus, including out of state. Well, yesterday, a DeKalb County judge sentenced Hood to 25 years in prison with the possibility of parole. New at 6, a judge has sentenced a man in a Fulton County animal cruelty case. According to officers, Jarius Skraders was arrested in January on multiple warrants for aggravated animal cruelty. Authorities say for 3 months he filmed himself torturing a dog to the point the animal was paralyzed and had to be euthanized. Police say Skraders is a convicted felon and reported gang member. A jury found him guilty and he was sentenced to the maximum of 10 years in prison. The jury also found Skraders guilty on 7 additional felonies, including gun charges from 2 separate cases. In Butts County, several people are behind bars in connection to a construction equipment theft ring. Deputies say it was a multi-county criminal enterprise. It started in Jenkinsburg following theft from a construction site. Investigators reviewed hours of surveillance video and identified a suspect car, which was a rental truck from Home Depot. Deputies worked closely with Home Depot's corporate team to trace the vehicle, which led to identifying several people involved. Eric Cole and Reginald Bramber were charged with theft by taking, criminal attempt to commit theft, and conspiracy to commit theft. Corey Rowland, a 3rd suspect, remains on the run. 2 people are behind bars, including a 16-year-old. The teen is accused of firing shots in a fast food restaurant. It happened last night in Villa Rica. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is there tonight with more on what happened. Kevin?
Yeah, guys, let's start with the good news. Fortunately, no one was hit, but police say that was luck. The fact is a 16-year-old had a gun, walked inside this fast food restaurant and started shooting while people were inside, and it wasn't a robbery attempt. From the outside Tuesday, you'd never know it, but 4 rounds rang out from inside the Zaxby's Monday night.
When officers responded, neither the shooter or the victim was still on scene.
But after scouring through surveillance video and talking to witnesses, the investigators believe they have pieced together what happened here. A 16-year-old, who police are not naming, reportedly targeted a man in his 20s. Police say they had a running beef.
I would say that he fired his shots from within 10 feet of the victim. We're lucky we didn't have a homicide. The victim who was shot at was in line to pick up food. There were other customers in line.
The investigation eventually tracked a car to a house on Newman Drive.
They were familiar with the house that we went to.
Carroll County SWAT took the 16-year-old into custody without incident. For now, he's charged with 1 count of aggravated assault. This woman, Amanda Williams,
an adult who had control over him and his movements,
has been charged with felony contributing to a delinquency of a minor.
Driving the vehicle that got him there.
A 16-year-old with a gun and a grudge is a reason for concern by police.
That's very much a problem. It's a dangerous situation. It's something that you don't fully expect when you're out with your family eating dinner.
Okay, again, the person who was targeted ran out of here and has not been seen since. Reporting live in Carroll County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Kevin, thanks. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office believes a Peachtree City woman was driving drunk at 8 o'clock in the morning when her car struck a pedestrian walking down State Road 92 last week. Fox 5's Doug Evans has body camera video of the arrest.
Fayette County Sheriff Barry Babb says witnesses got a good description of a car that struck a pedestrian out on State Road 92. He says deputies found that car sitting in a driveway in a nearby subdivision. They believe the driver was hiding there because, well, they say she had no connection whatsoever to that house.
Did you hit something?
I'm sorry?
Did you hit something? You got damage all on the side of your car.
The sheriff identified the driver as 50-year-old Felicia Jackson of Peachtree City. They say minutes before this video, witnesses saw Jackson's car leaving the roadway and striking a man walking down State Road 92, and then kept going. The sheriff says before that, they had a 911 call from another motorist concerned that Jackson's car was weaving all over the road. The sheriff says deputies found Jackson sitting in her car at apparently a random house. They say her car had damage to the front right side and pieces of the victim's clothing were embedded in the wreckage. Let's listen in to some of what was said.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can come right back here for me.
Yeah.
So did you have something to drink last night, maybe? Yesterday evening?
I don't know.
Because I can smell alcohol on your breath as I'm talking to you. Yes, ma'am.
Because I haven't had anything to drink. I'm not.
They say Jackson at first consented to do a field sobriety test, but when it came time, she backed out.
That's falling. It's right there.
Okay.
But we don't want you. We don't want you to fall.
So you...
And based on their observations of Jackson's behavior, they charged her with DUI, also felony hit and run, obstruction, failure to maintain lane, and serious injury by motor vehicle.
On your back right now. You're under arrest.
For what?
DUI and hit and run.
A hit and run?
Yes, ma'am.
A drunk driver at 8 o'clock in the morning on their way to work, and we're going to actually, to get to work meant that they were going to have to go to the north side of Atlanta. So how concerning can that be when you've got children getting on buses at the exact same time?
As for the victim, the sheriff tells me is a 57-year-old man. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital, and there's a lot of concern whether or not he'll pull through. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News in Fayette County.